Okay, welcome to another edition of Outside the Softbox, and we're going to talk a little bit today about some of the items that you probably have around your house or anywhere in your studio that can actually be used to help you model light, change light, modify light, to come up with some really cool effects. And Matt is the master. He's going to jump in and describe some of the things that we use around the studio. Nothing's off base. We use glass, cups from the cabinet, anything that we can find, and he's going to run through some stuff that we've actually started using and now it's currently in our bin and we pull out every time we need some sort of interesting light modifier. Matt?
Hi everybody, I'm Matt Hagler with Digital Group, and this is another episode of Outside the Softbox. We're going to be talking about really simple tech, not chasing the magic button. By magic button, I mean the thing that photographers do every single day. We all look at that amazing equipment on Calumet and on B&H, and we say, wow, I really wish I could afford that. I could take really nice pictures if I just had that piece of equipment. So we're going to start off today and talk about just a simple reflector. What a reflector? This is something that we all use in our kit. This one's been used for years and years and years and years. We've got a lot of usage out of it. We've got a silver side on it, and we've got a white side on it. Simple, easy to fold up. Very, very portable, very, very lightweight, but the problem we run into, it's got a little bit of a price tag with it. So if you're willing to sacrifice, that portability, easy fold up, throw it in the back of the car, there are some other really cheap alternatives that you can go through, or inexpensive alternatives, I should say, that can produce the same exact results. We'll start off first with the white side of that. We like that nice soft white diffused light that we get out of that reflector. Really good cheap alternatives. Walk back over here, we'll pull these out on set as the walls fall over. Sometimes we're a little bit clumsy here, so. These are foam core panels. And what these are, just, it's typical, 40 by 50 foam core panel. Pretty inexpensive, you can pick up in any type of art store. They're light enough that you can go through and you can hold these up, but you can use these as reflectors as well. Next on the list, we'll just kind of slide those on over there, just like that. This is one of my favorites. I love this. This is Home Depot Artec Home Insulation. This stuff is extremely cheap, and what you do is you actually go through and you go into like any type of hardware store or any type of large big box hardware store. They're going to have this sitting in the lumber materials back in the back corners usually. You buy a sheet of it and you actually peel the plastic off and you get this nice white styrofoam interior. Because it has this nice little surface on that that's really soft, it'll go through and produce the same type of lighting and same light quality as that white reflector will. And this is light enough that I can go through and hold this up with one hand, or I can clamp this to a light stand or a light panel. Great to use, really simple, inexpensive. This is probably one of the cheapest reflectors that you can go through and buy. In addition to that, if you're a little bit creative, you can leave this plastic on and you can go to the paint section and you can pick up some silver or some gold metallic paint, and you can actually apply that paint directly on this panel, and it's a great way to give a nice silver or gold look if you're wanting to warm up for portraiture, or if you're wanting like some nice high contrast black and whites, you can use that silver side for giving a great look out of it. Really inexpensive to do, and you'll be amazed at how much light that this thing will put out if you go through and apply that metallic paint to it. You'll oftentimes be trying to figure out ways to lessen the light because you put out so much. We'll move that one out of the way as well. We'll go on to some tabletop stuff. If you're doing like tabletop or product photography, this is probably my most favorite reflector that I use. And strangely enough, you've got just the nice silver lining. This is actually an insulated shipping container. Somebody shipped us some food product. I even left the label on there. I just cut the box top off. You can throw this on set and you can use this as a reflector. It works awesome. And best part is somebody sent this to me for free, so. Also, box insulation, styrofoam panels. Nice thing about these is they're really cheap, so if you go through and you want to break off something for just a reflection, like if you want to create a nice highlight stripe down a bottle, or if you want to just reflect nice soft light into whatever product that you're photographing, these work great. Something that you can find in the automotive department. This one is actually insulation for shipping, but it's the same type of material that in the automotive department you use as a sunshade. You'll find that they have silver sides, some have gold sides as well. If you're looking for a nice easy reflector to use, perfect. And next piece, ripstop nylon. You can go to any type of clothing store or cloth store, and they'll have this stuff. You can usually buy it by the yard. And this is actually pretty close to the same material that you'd see on the front of a softbox. And what you can do is use this to actually shoot light through. And you can produce that same nice, soft glow look right out of this. So really inexpensive way. If you don't have the money to go through and purchase softboxes, buy some of this stuff up. You can go through and you can clamp it to a branch even, and it'll give you a nice, shoot some sunlight through the back of it, and it'll give you that nice, soft, diffused look. It'll give you a really good portrait lighting. Really, really versatile. Something you should have in your box. Next piece I want to talk about, we're going to get outside of the reflectors, and we're going to talk a little bit about backgrounds. So we all like having nice background setups of just simple colors. Say you're actually trying to go through and build a set, but you don't want to use 2x4s and sheetrock because it's extremely heavy. This is another type of home installation. And what this is high density peak foam. This also comes in blue as well, but 2 inches thick, extremely high density, very, very rigid, very, very strong, but you can actually take and paint it. So if you're just looking for a background color, just something simple, something flat, you can go through and paint this. You can butt 2 or 3 of these panels up together and have a nice full-size background. The lines on them are really easy to retouch out. So there again, this is usually in the back of the large big box hardware stores back in the corner. So just to recap, this is some really inexpensive ways to go through and fill your equipment truck or the back of your car with just really inexpensive equipment to go through and produce really great results. This has been another episode of Outside the Softbox. Thanks for joining us.